All right, guys. Welcome back to the Forge podcast at CrossFit Mountain Island. Today, we're going to talk with Austin about programming. We're talking about next week's programming. So that's going to be week 3 in May, 2022. So we're going to just look over the workouts, kind of see what's coming up, kind of get some insight into what's coming so we know what to expect, and then the why behind it from the mastermind himself, Austin, Coach Austin. So, Austin, tell us about your degree in college. Like, what did you study in college?
So me and my wife both went to App State. We studied exercise science,
Nice.
concentration, strength and conditioning. We have minors in nutrition, specifically sports nutrition.
Cool.
Throughout there, we worked with a lot of collegiate teams, from football to baseball to wrestling to track, everything. Coached a couple track teams, done a little bit of everything. So
That's cool.
CrossFit coach.
Here we are. So what do we have coming up next week, May 16th through the 22nd?
Oh, so we've been on the track of like Murph Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Murph Monday has been a big deal because we have our big event coming up on Memorial Day.
Yep.
So show up to that. Really, the focus has been, I know everyone can move fast and do push-ups, pull-ups, and air squats, and I know you can run, but can you do them in bigger sets? So the big focus as of lately has been focused on speed and just turnover, working on our aerobic systems or anaerobic systems, and then now we're transferring that into larger sets, focusing more on muscle endurance. Usually with Murph, it depends on how you're partitioning, but if you're doing 20 rounds with 5 push-ups, 10 pull-ups, 15 air squats, it's all going to be cardio-based.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are working on the 10 rounds of 10, 20, 30, then it's more endurance-based. Really just trying to hit that. So Monday we have Cindy for time, or 20-minute AMRAP of Cindy.
Nice.
But it's Cindy, why are you being extra? And that's just basically that format we just talked about. So the 10, 20, 30.
Nice.
So it's just increasing our total volume.
Right. So more muscle endurance focused.
Yeah, and it's an AMRAP, so it's going to be scalable based on your fitness level.
Cool.
So you push as hard as you want to.
So like you're taking the classic CrossFit benchmark Cindy, which is like a 20-minute AMRAP, 5 pull-up, 10 push-up, 15 squat.
And we're just doubling it.
Cool. Up in the volume to focus more on muscle endurance to translate to Murph.
Exactly.
Nice.
So after that, we've also got our level method assessment on our running, just retesting the mile, retesting the 400 meter, the 200 meter. We've done a lot of running, usually try to keep it in the programming once or twice a week. I feel like that's a good base level for any aerobic capacity.
Yep, agreed.
And it's just a good test. So we've worked a lot on it, and I'm just wanting to see some wins coming out of next Monday. So hopefully everybody gets excited about it. And I know it's a mile run, but if you get faster, that's a win. So.
It's over sooner.
Yeah.
So is it a mile run, and then we're doing the Cindy piece?
Yep, mile run first.
Well,
and then,
or a 400 meter run. Yeah, depending on your level. Cool.
And then the Cindy.
Sweet. That sounds good. That's
Monday.
Nice. That'll be fun. I hate testing miles, but I love it too. Like that endorphin high when you're done, but then there's that like second half of the mile. It never gets better.
Well, I think when you run track too, when I was running track in college or high school, the big thing was don't go out fast.
Yeah.
It's like start slow, get faster, and then you can really push it the last 400 meters and you're not blacking out or not feel like you're going to throw up. So start slower, get faster, and then it won't be nearly as bad.
There you
go. Tuesday is working on some core work. We call it all the abs. It is a EMOM of L-sits or L-sit variations. This is just working on some more core stability. I'm just adding some extra gymnastic stuff in there so we can translate that later on.
Cool.
So pretty simplistic.
I like L-sits.
Shoot throughs.
Yep, nice.
Hell
yeah.
And then we've been having this broken oars theme.
Yeah, I've noticed that trend.
So we have broken oars. I think we started with the sprints, the minute and 30 sprints.
Yeah, I remember
really early in the cycle. And from there, it has just progressed on in time domain. So we're taking that power that we developed from the very beginning, and we're extending it over broad time and domain. So this week, instead of 6 minutes, which was last week's, it'll be a 10-minute AMRAP of max distance rowing.
Okay.
We will have a 11-minute rest in between to fully recover, And then we will throw in something that taxes both the aerobic system as well as your lats, and just keeps the heart rate going during that rest period. So it's more of an active recovery rest. That's increased aerobic capacity. That's something that we work on a lot in CrossFit. So slam balls for lower levels, and then we've got sandbag cleans to a box.
Awesome.
And then double unders. So
nice.
Gives you some time to work on some skills. And then we'll finish off with another 10-minute AMRAP of max system row. So the goal for that is just to match. And then in the next few weeks, we'll be testing our 20 minutes of our rowing to see if we've increased our capacity.
Awesome.
Tuesday, any questions?
No, I almost said awful. That was my instinct was to say awful, but it's awesome. A 20-minute row is a nightmare.
And this week, guys, is just we're loading up, getting ready for the heavy lifting stuff, which is what a lot of people love. So Wednesday, we have our ROM WOD. It's more of an active recovery day, some more stretching, some more mobilizing.
What's a ROM WOD?
ROM WOD is just something where we can take some time out of our day and go through kind of like a yoga session in a way where we're sitting in positions for a couple minutes at a time, increasing our mobility, which is going to increase our movement quality. Cool. And when you increase movement quality, you don't have to work as hard.
Yep, that's true.
Breathe better.
For sure.
It's like a wall ball squat.
It makes life a little bit easier.
Yes. So we're on WOD, and then we also have some, just for you guys that don't like to take rest days, just 2 minutes at each station, ring dip holds, bar hang, squat holds, just any sort of holding, isometric holds. So just building strength in all those positions. And then the squat hold is increasing flexibility.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of translates to our flexibility test assessment. And would you say isometric work is something that most people that do CrossFit kind of undervalue or underutilize?
Extremely. I think that isometric work is something that when you're pushing against an immovable object, there's nothing like your body weight to be pushing or holding against it. If you're in a push-up hold, it's like holding say if you're 185 pounds, like think about holding 185 pounds of a bench press.
Yep.
I mean, you've got your legs offloading a little bit of the weight, but I think holding those positions gives you a lot of endurance and time under tension, which is going to increase muscle growth.
Right.
So stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trick is every time you break, you've got 5 bodybuilders. So it just gives you incentive to hold on a little bit longer. So just a little fun. So the score for that one's just the least bodybuilders as possible. It's like a golf score.
That's cool. That's cool.
So that's Wednesday.
Cool.
Thursday, we're going with our testing. We're trying to keep the consistency of 2 tests a week.
Yeah.
So we've gone through about a 7-week cycle now.
Yep.
Which is about the time for adaptation. So we'll be testing more of the strength stuff around week 8 and 9.
Okay.
So Thursday will be API test or power intervals.
Yeah, I love that one.
What is the workout? The girl workout? Is it?
It's like a benchmark workout called Fight Gone Bad.
Fight Gone Bad.
Yeah.
So just variations of Fight Gone Bad. We're just looking for power output. We're looking for how we've pushed our aerobic systems over this past couple of weeks, how if we can repeat it over and over and over again.
Yep.
So
called power endurance.
Power endurance.
That's a fun workout.
That'd be good. After that, we got some bodybuilding. I've had these Call Me Arnolds. It's just a classic Arnold strict press, dumbbells, and strict pull-ups.
Cool.
Weighted.
Working those pull-ups.
Yeah, I think weighted pull-ups are a good way to not only teach people how to get pull-ups if you don't have them already, but it also gives people a chance to have strict pull-ups to increase their output.
Yeah.
So it translates to muscle ups, just about anything else.
Totally. Sweet. So we got strict presses and pull-ups Friday.
Yep. And
working on our pull-up strength.
Friday is something I really wanted you guys to focus on. The big focus here is loading up the barbell. In this workout, we're just looking at...
Sorry, so Thursday we're doing API and then pull-ups.
Yeah, API.
Gotcha.
pull-ups,
I got
press.
you mixed up. Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
you're
cool.
good.
So now we're going on a Friday.
Going to Friday.
Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to level up my upper body pull, which is like a weighted pull up, for a year now. I think I'm stuck at like 100 pounds on my pull up. I haven't been able to get. I think it's actually like 103, and I haven't been able to get past it. I've gotten 3/4 of the way up every time, and I never get past that. Or maybe it's. I think I've gotten maybe it's 115, because I remember Noelle tried to get on me. Maybe do a pull up with Noelle, and I was like, I can't do that, babe.
Yeah. But have you noticed an increase in like your pulling power on your rower with working on things like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've been able to. I can generally get a higher power output on the rower. Yeah, I've always loved pulling. I'm just like I'm one big lat, deadlifting, pull ups.
I'm one big lat,
rowing.
Oh, cool. So Friday, you guys have probably seen these box squats. Just a little confidence booster is what I call it. It's more so to get you used and accustomed to sitting under heavy loads. So testing your core, your midline stability. Not really testing the back squat or the front squat quite yet, because that's going to be a couple weeks down the road. But we're just shocking our central nervous system to be ready for heavy loading. So that will be the reason for the box back squats. So last week we did our 3x5s, drop set down to 3x3s, and that's just in order for us to get some heavier loads more often.
And some waves.
Yeah.
Sure.
Friday's workout is very similar. It's going to be more overloading. It'll just be sitting in that front rack position instead of our back rack. So we'll test a lot of our midline stability. So really with that one, it's just going off your color, what's your max, and hitting around that weight and a little bit over it. So for example, if your front squat's 260 pounds, we want to test that for endurance, see if we can hold that position. And then we want to go a little bit above it to give us confidence for what we want to hit. So if we were 270 pounds as our front squat, and I want to hit 290, I want to hold 290.
Right.
Gives me confidence. I feel like I can lift it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So you're going to take out of the rack, hold it in the front rack, and just like build some confidence in your body's ability to hold the weight.
Yeah.
So that when the first time you go to squat it, and you unrack the bar, it's not the first time you touch that weight.
Exactly. And it's more of that 30 to 40 second time domain piece, because that's really the adaptation period. Is 40 seconds under time and tension, or load and tension is where your body starts to adapt. It's like your body's screaming at you like a little girl saying, I'm tired of this, Mom. Yeah. And underneath that little girl, you're about to have a jacked man. Suck it up, AJ. And
shout out AJ, we love you.
I love AJ.
That's awesome. All
right. So front rack holds. After that, we're just going to test the legs. I know you guys love double kettlebell front squats. So we're going back to those. This is a partner workout, by the way.
Cool.
So 20, 30 seconds of work on those holds each is really what we're looking for. Same with front squats. Split them up as you need. And then just throw in some skill. I think muscle-ups have been a fun thing to throw in, and everyone enjoys them. So teaching them how to do a muscle-up has been fun.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the week's programming.
Sweet. That's next week.
Yep. So just expect a couple tests every now and then, and hopefully we can get some wins, get some people get their first pull-ups.
Yep.
We had a lot of people this morning with the rope climb workout get their first rope climbs.
Hell yeah.
So that was super huge.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Charlotte.
Nice.
She had her first couple, I think she had like 10 rope climbs today.
What?
It was ridiculous.
That's
maybe more.
Freaking crazy.
So she just went for it.
Yeah, that's what we got to do sometimes.
So
gotta go for it.
Love it.
Cool. Thanks, Austin. Looking forward to these workouts next week. And by looking forward to them, I mean they look like they're going to make me fitter. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to the podcast. If you have questions about programming, let us know. And don't miss a day, because now you know it's going to be good. It's going to be good.